Good morning, students. This is our session 6 of chapter 2 Polynomials. In the last session 5, we have seen factors by middle term splitting method as well as factors of cubic polynomial. Right? Today we have seen the next topic, algebraic identities. So let us start with the new topic, algebraic identities. First, I have list all the identities here. First four identities are known to you because you have studied it in 8th standard also. So see the identities. First, x plus y whole square, that is equal to square of the first term, that is x square, plus square of the last term, that is y square, and the middle term is 2 times multiplication of first and second. So this is x square plus 2xy plus y square. Second identity, x minus y whole square is equal to, same way, all the terms are same except the sign of the middle term. Here the sign is changed. X square minus y square, third identity. Let us see x square minus y square. So what we will do? It is very famous identity. Yes, x plus y into x minus y. X plus a into x plus b is equal to x square plus a plus b into x plus a into b. Right? These four identities are known to all of you because you have seen it in 8th standard also. Right? Okay. Let us see the next four identities. Square of sum of three terms. Square of sum of three terms. X plus y plus z square, that is equal to square of the first term plus square of the second term plus square of the third term. Means first of all you have to take the squares of all three terms. Okay, next 2 into multiplication of first and second term, that is 2xy, plus 2 into multiplication of second and third term, that is 2yz, plus 2 into multiplication of third and first term, that is 2zx. So in this way you have to find the square of the sum of three terms. Right? Next identity. As we know, we have seen x plus y square. So on the same way, what we can do when x plus y cube is there? So there is also an identity here. X plus y cube is equal to x cube, cube of the first term, that is x cube, plus 3 into square of the first term into second term as it is, plus 3 into first term as it is now and square of the second term, that is y square, plus cube of the last term, that is y. So it is x plus y whole cube is equal to x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube. Right? There is one more way to write the same formula. First you will write x cube plus y cube here. Right? Plus 3 into product of first and second, that is 3xy, into x plus y, means the same bracket will come, 3xy into x plus y. Right? Okay. This second identity and first identity both are same because when you multiply 3xy with this bracket, you will obtain these two terms. Check it. 3xy into x, that is 3x square y. Here it is 3xy into y, that is 3xy square. Here it is. Right? Okay, so both the results are same. Okay, seventh one, for the same cube having minus sign. So the same number of terms and the terms all are same. What is the change over here? Sign of the second and fourth term is negative. Sign of the second as well as fourth term is negative. Means first positive, second negative, third positive, fourth negative. In this way you have to remember this. Plus, minus, plus, minus. Terms are same in both. Right? Okay. This is also written in the other way. That is, in this way you can check x cube, y cube, 3xy, x minus y. What is the change here? That is only change is having signs. Right? Okay. So if you remember in this way, then it is easy one to understand. That is, if you are writing the formula of x plus y whole cube, then all the signs are positive. And if you are writing the formula of x minus y whole cube, then all the signs are negative. So it is easy to understand. Right? Okay. Let us see the next identity. Eighth one. X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. If the terms are given in this way, then it is factorized as x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. Right? This is the factorized form of x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. Okay? Right. Now first we will see the sums based on first four identities. First four identities. So it will again recall for you. You have already done this type of questions in standard 8th also. Now we will see some more questions regarding these identities. First four identities we are taking here. Okay, let us start. Now see example number 16. Here in this chapter, two things you have to do. First is expansion and second is factorization. Right? Expansion as well as factorization. And one another type of question is also there. Evaluate the values. Some values are given to you that you have to evaluate. So these three type of questions you will see in this chapter. Right? Okay. See, find the following product using identities. Here, first question is x plus 3 into x plus 3. Now you can check both the brackets are same. So can we write x plus 3 whole square? Because we know that x into x, when the terms are same and product is there, then you can write x square. Right? So on the same way, x plus 3 into x plus 3, that is x plus 3 whole square. Now which identity we are going to use here? First identity, a plus b whole square. Right? So you can write also this identity here in the bracket, that you are using a plus b whole square. That is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Right? You can write this identity in this way also in the bracket, that you will easily understand which identity is going to utilize here. Right? Okay. Now by using this identity, here x is your a and 3 is your b. Now use this identity. Square of the first term, that is square of x, 2 into multiplication of first and last term, that is x and 3. So 2 into x into 3 plus square of the last term, that is 3 square. So it is x square plus 3 2s are 6x plus square of 3, that is 9. So this is the product of x plus 3 and x plus 3. You can also say this is the expansion of x plus 3 square. Right? Okay. Let us take the next example of 16.1, that is second. X minus 3 into x plus 5. Can you say which identity is going to utilize here? Here both the brackets are not same. So fourth identity you are going to utilize. Fourth identity. Right? What is the fourth identity? X plus a into x plus b, that is equal to x square, plus in the bracket a plus b, bracket close, into x plus a into b. Right? You can also write the identity here. Okay. So first term, both x's are here, both are x. So first x square plus, now take these terms with sign. Take these terms with sign, that is minus 3 plus 5 into x plus minus 3 into 5. Right? Here product of both last term is there. Product of both last term is there. Here addition of last two terms. Here product of last two terms of both the brackets. Right? Okay. So let us check what is the expansion. X square. This minus 3 and this is plus 5. So what you will do? You have to subtract this 3 from 5, which is 2 into x. Plus minus minus. 3 5s are 15. Right? Okay. So in this way you will get the answer, that is x square plus 2x minus 15. Okay. Example number 17. Evaluate 105 into 106 without multiplying directly. Means you cannot directly multiply and you have to evaluate what should be the value of this multiplication. That is, you have to use the identity here. Right? So what we will do, see, 105 into 106, that is equal to, can we write 105 as 100 plus 5 and 106 as 100 plus 6? Right? Okay. Now identify the terms. First term is same and the second term is different. So which identity is going to utilize here? Yes, fourth identity. X plus a into x plus b. Right? Okay. So according to that identity, square of the first term plus, take these two terms with sign, that is add them with, you have to write both the last term here with sign, into the first term, that is 100, plus multiplication of last two terms. Right? Okay. See, square of 100, that is 10,000, plus 5 and 6 11, 11 into 100, that is 11 ones are 11 and 2 zeros are leading, 5 6 are 30, and when we will add all of these, so we will have 11,130. Right? So this is the value of 105 into 106 by using identities. Right? Okay. Next question. Now the factorize. First question is 49a square plus 70ab plus 25b square. Now you can check when factorization is there. First you have to see how many terms are there in this question. So 1, 2 and 3 terms are given. And you can also check the first and last term are perfect square terms. First and last term are perfect square terms here. Okay. So what you will do? See, this is a square of 7a and last this is a square of 5b. First you have to make these two terms as a perfect square. That is 49a square is a perfect square. So you can convert it as 7a square. Similarly this one 5b square. Now you have to obtain this 70ab as 2 into this first term into this last term. You have what you have to write here, 2 into first term into last term. Now you will multiply these three terms. So what you will have, 5 2s are 10, 10 7s are 70. AB means this term is obtained. You can check, right? So a square plus 2ab plus b square. So that is written as identity a square plus 2ab plus b square, that is equal to a plus b whole square, right? So this is the identity used for factorization. That is the reverse of expansion, nothing else. Okay, so we can write this as first term sign, you have to take this one. Which sign you will take? The sign having this middle term, that is plus, and the last term, that is 5b whole square. According to this, a square plus 2ab plus b square, that is first term plus second term, and sign you are taking this one, right? Whole square. That is 7a plus 5b whole square, right? Okay. Now this is square. So can we write this term, the whole bracket, twice here? Right? See, one thing I want to know you. See, x square is there. So what are the factors of x square? X into x. Right? In the same way, when 7a plus 5b square is there, then you have to split it into as a product of two terms. Right? Both the terms are same here. Okay. Let us take question number 2 here. 25 by 4 x square minus y square by 9. Here first you will check how many terms are there. Two terms are only. There is no middle term given. So first two identities are not utilized here. Okay. Now check first and second term, whatever they are given, are they complete square? Are they complete square? That you have to check also. So we can check 25 by 4, that is a square of 5 by 2, and x, it is a square of x square, that is a square of x. So we can say the whole term is a square of 5 by 2x minus, it is y, that this is a square of 3, so it is square of y by 3, right? So now you can check which identity is going to utilize here. A square minus b square, that is equal to a minus b into a plus b, right? Or you can write a plus b first and then a minus b, then also it is okay, because both the terms are in multiplication, and when multiplication is there, so either you can write 2 into 3 or 3 into 2, both the meaning is same, because the answers of both of them is equal, right? So now write these terms. Yes, 5 by 2x plus y by 3, first bracket over, into second term, so in the second bracket, 5 by 2x minus y by 3, right? Okay, so here we have utilized this identity. Okay, right. So here we have seen some examples based on first 4 identities. Okay, next identities we will take in next lecture, that is in next session. Okay, thank you.